so we are finishing the week with some very big market moves. And yes, as usual, these big market moves are on the back of Trump, tariffs and trade deals. So it all started yesterday morning, the open of Asian markets. We started seeing headlines coming out that Trump had basically was going to be announcing the first trade deal done. A couple of hours later, we actually learned that that deal would be done with the UK. And then, yes, in the open the US session, Trump did announce that trade deal. But certainly, as those headlines were dropping the start of the Asian session yesterday, equity markets and risk in general obviously started spiking, and we did see markets trading very bullishly. Now, we did actually get some more headlines in the US session that were very positive in that it looks as if the US is going to lower tariffs on China probably as early as next week, from 145% down to around 50%, so shaving about 100% off those current tariffs. And obviously this is very positive development. It basically means that China and the US are going to be moving closer and closer to actually start talking about getting some sort of trade deal done there. And obviously that's probably been the market's biggest concern, what happens with the US and China. So a lot of very positive headlines coming out in the last 24 hours. Now, equities have had a fantastic last couple of weeks. They've almost been up every single day in the last couple of weeks. Trump actually has said during the press conference as well, now is the time to buy stocks that the US economy is going to take off like a rocket ship. So you've even got the President of the United States telling you to buy equities. The last couple of years, probably one of the best trades in markets has been buying the dip in equities, and look, once again, that has worked out exceptionally well. So moving on to the currency space, we've seen some massive moves in the currency space as well. Previously when we saw the bad headlines related to tariffs, we saw basically that weigh on the US dollar, and we saw a huge sell-off in the US dollar. Now obviously we're seeing the opposite. So when we're seeing these trade deals done, like we did see yesterday, we saw the market rush back into the US dollar, and in a big way. The biggest mover was dollar yen. That went up at least 200 points. At the peak of the tariff negativity, dollar yen actually did trade through 140, and today here we are in Asia, back up to 146. So look, the bias at the moment obviously is back to being long US dollars. Another big move yesterday, huge move, was in gold. So gold was trading around about that 3,400 area just before these headlines hit, and it dropped pretty significantly. We saw gold sell off about over $100. The low was just sub 33 even. Yes, so now gold was something that benefited, probably the market that benefited the most from the negativity with respect to tariffs. So seeing these good tariff headlines, and especially if we make progress with China, no doubt that is going to weigh on gold. So at the moment it seems as if probably the new range in gold is probably 32.60 on the downside, 33.60 on the top side. I'd be very surprised if we did trade back above 33.60, anywhere up towards those levels. Even if we do get up there, this bias is certainly to be shorting this market again. And further out, if we do break 32.60 on gold, that could definitely open up some pretty decent downside in gold. I wouldn't even rule out gold potentially going back down to 3,000 further out. So yes, gold's been super volatile. It's been a dangerous market in that we are seeing regular $100 days. So certainly you've got to pick your levels carefully, maybe size down, position sizing. Yes, if you are a day trader, that market, the gold market, certainly has provided some exceptional opportunities, and I can't see that changing anytime soon. Now, crypto's joined the party. Bitcoin's back above 100,000. It's traded recently up to 104,000. So the crypto bulls are getting excited again, and they're starting to look at potentially new record highs for Bitcoin. So it certainly didn't take long for them to get excited. But certainly, if risk continues bidding at the moment, it's very hard to see a reason for risk to sell off. I'd imagine we probably will see further upside, obviously, in the crypto space as well. Look, to end the week, there's not much on as far as event risk or any major data releases. So the market is probably going to go into the weekend just trading on the back of this recent positivity that we've seen with respect to these trade deals being done and potentially US and China getting closer to talks. Good luck with your trading, and we'll check back in with you next week.